Well, a steady rain has been falling here, but it has not dampened the spirits of the hardy folks at Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Ka'imi Fairbairn set to kick off.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday night primetime. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Okay,
ball
ready?
Up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson.
And he stopped immediately there.
Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Milton. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
26 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Here's Milton. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 39 yards. And the Browns are on the board here first in the season opener. Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
7, 49ers nothing. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First run now for Kyren Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 41-yard line.
Here's Purdy. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Well, when you're facing a receiver like this, you always come into a game thinking, we've got to put our best corner on him. We've got to find a way to get him off his routes, limit his touches. But that plan, not working too well in this opening drive. That's already 2 catches.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Back to throw, Purdy. And incomplete on the deep ball.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Purdy now to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's fourth down. Purdy. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get... away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Browns drive about to get started. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
To throw, it's Milton. And that is taken in by Njoku. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Milton. That's taken in by Franklin. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Milton. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Up the middle they go. Sampson. And the Browns are going to have a first and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
Throwing is Milton. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Off the option, that's complete. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
Sampson. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your two-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Throwing here, Purdy. He finds his man, complete. It's Norton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the second quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a first down.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10. Now Purdy. He's going up top for Taylor. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Purdy looking to throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
They'll run on first down. Harrison. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they thought.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Milton now to throw.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw. Milton. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be third down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on third down. Milton
working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 51 yards.
And the Browns are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
17. 49ers nothing. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. That is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 24 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And some room to work. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now he'll tuck this and run, and he will slide down with the first down for the moment, but a penalty flag on the field.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined it.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
The first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw off the play action.
Touchdown! An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Niners get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Ready, set.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Dylan Sampson,
65 yards.
And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Now a run here off the...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. Purdy.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 41. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
2nd down and 4.
Down. Ready?
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
He finds his man complete. That's Norton. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good headed scheme going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Purdy. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on 2nd and less than a yard. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
3rd and less than a yard.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. operating from the gun. Purdy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And it'll be intercepted. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Now Milton. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Come on.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Sampson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown.
The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his 2nd season, the future bright.
Warriors 70, Cougar 19.
Here's Milton.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Looking to throw. Milton got his man complete over the middle. It's Franklin. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
A gain of 13. It's 3rd down and 6.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Down. Hawk 70. Ready.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. He's into space past the 25. Down the sideline he goes.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Marvin Mims,
29 yards.
And the Browns will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
What's good on the extra point. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Browns are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there. But obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Cooper Eugene on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Ready? 18 Cardinal. 18, trap 60, trap 60.
Back to throw. Milton.
He'll swing this out to Sampson. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
And here's a quick throw out to Mims.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Milton. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. This is taken at about the 14.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return.
And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47.
Play action. Now Purdy.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett now with his 2nd sack here on opening night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Here's Purdy.
And that is incomplete.
Oh, my goodness. He was in his own zip code, but somehow could not look it in.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
Purdy, big 4th down play. He'll try to do it himself.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Browns drive about to get started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
60 boxes, 60 boxes.
They run the counter. Sampson.
Now inside the 25.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
41, 49ers 7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, and to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Purdy off the play fake. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor.
His fifth catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, 49ers.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. The third down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Purdy now to throw.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. And the lead drops from 34 to 27.
The score, Browns 41, 49ers 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
It has been quite a display here in the opening game of the new season. And really, they're putting the rest of the NFL on notice. They are going to be title contenders as now they look to finish things off in the fourth quarter.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready, go!
They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage. And time is going to expire in this football game.
Well, two-parter tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game one of many to come. Sitting next to you, really looking forward to it.
As am I. Great to be back in booth with you for another season. Great to get this year underway. You and I both know interesting is going to be the word. An extra week now as part of that newer 17-game season. What a fun opener tonight. We know the better games are still on their way, but I'm glad that we got started.
So for the Browns, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.